Prashantatma. See? This word Prashantatma I like the most. Brahma Bhuta Prashantatma na shochati na kankshati. Samas sarveshu bhuteshu mad bhaktim labate param. Prashantatma means what? Our Satya Sai Baba's abode, Prashanti Nilayam. See? Prashanti is that which is not enhanced by the Shanti and which is not disturbed by the Ashanti. See? Meaning what? If you understand it as a formula, all the dvandvas, Sukha Dukkha, Labha Hani, Jaya Parajaya, all these dvandvas, health, disease, birth, death, gain, loss, these complementary opposites, when they do not influence us, we have reached the Prashanti. That is our abode, Prashanti Nilayam. But what happens? We simply go to Prashanti Nilayam. And there again the same thing begins. See? Therefore, friends, Prasannatma. Now, who can be this Brahma Bhutaha? The one who is merged in the Absolute. He who is beyond the limitations of the relativity. Brahma is Ekameva Advitiya Neha Nanasti Kinchana. So Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma. Here also Nitya Trupta Prasannatma. Meaning is the same. The one who is Brahma Bhuta, he alone is Nitya Trupta. Prasannatma is absolutely at peace with himself. Prasanna doesn't mean all the time laughing like a mad. Prasanna means living at zero complaint level. Nothing can disturb him. See? Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma. According to Bhagavad Gita, the definition of Prasannatma is what? Na shochati, na kankshati. He does not regret over the past and he is not worried about the future. Because he is living in the 100% present. So what is sadhana for us? Wherever I am, whenever I am, whatever I am, I shall be 100% happy. So Nitya Trupta Prasannatma, first principle. Now second is na kankshati, na shochati, na kankshati. We keep on hoping, I hope it happens. Forget all your hopes, drop the hopes. Be hopeless. Live in the present, cheerfully, happily. Whatever is going to happen in the future. But future never comes. We always live only in the present. So such a simple spiritual practice. Only today live happily. Only today. Don't complain. Nitya Trupta, ever content. See? Prashantatma, no complaint. Whatever comes is wonderful, very good, fine. See? Only today. Then one day you will come to know. We all live only today. We never live yesterday, we never live tomorrow. But what happens? We bring the garbage of the past in the present and we try to solve the non-existing problems of the future. As a result, we disrespect the present. When we disrespect the present, we are punished. And that punishment is misery. See? Do you know, this example if you take, it will be easier. Somebody has come to your place. And you have not expected him, but maybe he comes sometime. So he came. You are a good friend, trusted, like a homely person. And you just come in. Oh, very good, please come, sit down. And then you don't even bother to ask him anything. You go out and look here and there. And again you come. Would you like to have a glass of water, please? And without giving a glass of water, you will go again out. And go and see this thing, whether that person is coming or not. Again you come and say, would you like to take tea? Water he has not given. He says, would you like to take tea? Whether you take with sugar or without sugar? Only asking and again going out. Then that person, the visitor, he asks, excuse me, Gupta ji, you are looking little disturbed. Is it because of my arrival you are disturbed? No, Varmaji, it's not like that. Then I am expecting some important VIP guest. Meaning what? Guptaji, you are unimportant, ordinary guest. That means you have insulted the present and worried and expecting the future. What will be happening to Guptaji? He will say, okay, if you are busy, I'll go away. Okay, I'll come sometime later. And he will go away. Exactly the same way. When we disrespect the present goes away. And only you are left with the dead past memories, जाने कहाँ गए वो दिन, or continuously worried about the future and no problems are known, yet keep on worrying. This is the result. So when we disrespect our present, we are lost in the past and the future, and getting lost in past and future is the cause of all our miseries. This is what it is said here. Nitya trupta prasannatma na shochate na kankshati. Now when this happens, when you are in utter present, samah sarveshu bhuteshu, then for him everyone is equal. Whether somebody has come now or somebody comes later, never mind. The one who has come, he is to be respected. The one who is coming, let him come, we'll respect him also. So the samatvam yoga uchyate. Mind should not have biasness in favor or against anybody or anything in life. Whenever there is a biasness in favor or against, we go the wrong way. See? Nitya trupta prasannatma na sa atmaneva tishtati. He is atmani eva tishtati. He is ever abiding in his own self. So Bhagavad Gita, samas sarveshu bhuteshu mad bhaktim lavate param. Now what is the para bhakti? Para bhakti and abidance in the self, they are synonymous. The acme of knowledge is devotion, and the perfection in devotion is knowledge. They are not two. At the end, they are one. See, friends. Therefore, Nitya Trupta Prasannatma Atmanneva Satishtati. He is abiding in his absolute blissful existence.